Hey, I am starting demonstrating the Ubuntu Hacker Exercise website. It's called Midterm Hacker Exercises on the UD Online page. First thing I'm going to do is download that to my Ubuntu system. In order to do that, I have to bring my Ubuntu browser up way slower than I wanted it to be, but it still will download it. And the default settings is to put it in your downloads folder. So I'm going to do a save file, and it'll automatically go to my downloads folder. Okay. Since I don't want to use up memory, I'm going to close that browser. And that's connected to my Go drive, and then go to my terminal command prompt. So that's your command line in Ubuntu. Okay, waiting for him to close. Well, while I'm waiting, I will move him down. Close the tabs. Very slow response. Get back here to the Ubuntu command line. All right. I started that by just starting up terminal. Let me just show you how that was done. I go to, there you go, come on, close the tab, there we go. Go to the launcher showing applications, and I will click search for terminal. Start typing term, and there's my terminal. I'm going to right click, add to favorites, so it will show up over here automatically now. When I come over here, it should show up. I'll start it up. And first thing I'm going to do is install Apache. Now to find out whether Apache is there or what version is there, I'm going to show you some apt commands. I can get this terminal to fire up. Some very handy apt commands. The first one is apt space list. It'll show all the available packages available with apt. And if I pipe that, these vertical line, and then look for Apache, that means send the output of apt list to the program grep and search for Apache. And it will come up with a list of all the things available that are Apache-like. And I see that there is a Apache 2 listed in that, in those multiple items. Lots of Apache 2 packages, and somewhere there's just Apache 2 all by itself. So let's just install Apache 2. So I have to be root to do that, or elevated privilege. So sudo apt install Apache 2. And -y to just tell it, go ahead and install it. Don't stop and ask me to confirm. It will need my password the first time I run this. And now we'll run the install Apache. If it's already in there, you will see, oh, there's nothing to do. Just to verify that it is working, one thing I can do is ls var www html. See what's in there? Oh, I see there's a default web page. Well, just to confirm that it's there, bring up the browser, and we will browse to localhost, and I should see that web page. If Apache is running, there we see a Ubuntu default web page. Okay, we'll bring that up in a minute. Now let's go modify it to just prove that we can create websites over there. And let's just do since root owns that, first of all, let's change ownership to ourselves for everything over there. Then I don't want to be sudoing all the time. So let's do a sudo chown, and I'm logged in as AT Manning. Now if you're logged in as CompClug, you want to use that username. So basically I'm saying change the ownership to AT Manning of these files, var www html. So now AT Manning can change anything over there. That's who I'm logged in as. And so now I'm going to make a directory over there called var www html, and I'll call it Manning. Oh, gotta get the command right. Make a dir it created a folder. Now I'll create a file in there. I'm going to use the nano editor. It's a little friendlier than VI. Nano var www html manning index.html. That's the default file that whenever you go to a website, that's what file is looked for by the server. I'm going to edit that and put in my website name. Cool Manning site. Put in the standard HTML tags. With nano, Control O to save the file. Since I had given it a name I want to save it as, that's the name it's using. It wrote it, and I Control X, see down at the bottom there, Control X to exit. Now, to see that that website is working, go back to my browser and visit this time localhost Manning. And there we see that Manning site is there. So I know at this point that HTML is working. But in order for this little lab to work, I also need PHP to work. And so we go back to our terminal window. Where did it go? Thought it would be sitting over here. Back to our terminal window. And let's do a sudo apt install PHP and a -y. And if PHP is not installed, it'll go through its step. Doesn't take very long. And while it's doing that, I'm planning on writing a little PHP script that I know will tell me whether PHP is working. And I'll bring up a... Why isn't my terminal showing up in my favorites? Well, that's running. I'll bring up another terminal. Don't know what happened to the last one. And I will edit that file. So I'm going to nano var www html manning, and the file this time is going to be phpinfo.php. Now the name doesn't matter. As long as it ends with .php, if PHP is installed, it will be processed as a script. And the very simple PHP code I'm going to put in there is this. That says this is PHP code coming. PHP info function displays lots of information, echoes it back to the user, and end my PHP section. Writing it out, Control O, Control X to exit. And let's go back now to our browser, and let's browse to Manning. This time, instead of the default index.html, let's put in php info.php. If PHP is indeed installed and working, I will get this. Look at all that output. So now I know PHP is working. Now it's time to unzip the files to the website provided by the book. And those should be in my downloads folder. So if I do a ls of downloads, there I see that zip file. Since I want it zipped over to there, it's easiest to go cd over to var www html ls there's my sites. I'm going to unzip. Since I own this, I don't have to do sudo anymore. Remember, I changed ownership to my user. So I'm going to do unzip. My home user is shortcut is the tilde key. I could have also spelled /home/atmanning. And it's in my downloads folder. It's the hacker exercise. And unzip will automatically unzip to where I currently am, which is over here in var www.html. It'll tell you what it's inflating, and I see now if I do a ls, I have a hacker exercises folder. Let's see what's in there. ls hacker exercises, and it shows me, oh, there's a website, there's a zip file inside of there that I want to unzip to this level. So I'm going to do an unzip hacker exercises / web hacking, no, not web hacking, extreme and secure, and that will unzip it to where I am now in HTML. Now if I do an ls, I see I have an extreme and secure subfolder underneath the HTML site. So that means up here I should be able to browse to that location. Instead of Manning, it's right there under HTML. So extreme insecure. If I've spelled everything right, there I get the website. And I know at this point that it's at least showing HTML. I don't know whether it's doing PHP yet. I have to find out what part of this page will send me to the PHP script that I have already looked at and I can tell is insecure. I can do an ls of extreme insecure, and I see this process.php. Let's do a view of that. Let's do more. Extreme insecure, process.php, and let's see what's in here. I already can tell I'm reading input. If some form does a submit action to this script is going to read the tool variable and use it in a very dangerous command right here. It's going to be calling a system command ls, taking the value of this variable that was formed by concatenating the variable tool with a products folder. This dot means string concatenation in PHP. So I can tell right now this is a dangerous script. If I can just find where this script is being used, I will know how to hack this site. Okay, so that was a real quick getting started. Don't want to make it any longer. We'll stop right there. We've got the website working. Now it's a matter of finding where can I hack it.